Fantastic Friday morning to all of you everywhere. Welcome Barbados to a brand new day. I'm Pearson Boeing saying good morning Barbados to all of you, whether you're here or you're somewhere else. It doesn't matter. You're one of us, and we thank you so very much for waking up to keep company with us as well. So if you've joined us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, or our website cbc.bb, you're in the right space at the right time to do the right thing, which is to engage with us as you engage among yourselves as well. So we have no problem with you talking among yourselves. We'd absolutely love to see your comments based on what we do as well. So join the conversation every time that we do. So thank you so very, very much for joining us there. Share the show, share the love, bring others along as we build community. And of course, if you know of a story to be told by us or someone who has a wonderful, wonderful journey to tell by us, tell us about it. Give us all the details by email and we'll follow through. So send it by email, the information. That email address is, look, on your screen. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. We will follow through, and we thank you for partnering with us indeed. So it's Friday. It's the weekend. What are your plans for the weekend? How do you intend to spend your time this weekend? Remember, Sunday is coming, which means church. For those of you who worship on a Sunday, for those of you who worship on a Saturday, church on a Saturday as well. So I want you to remember your Creator and remember your neighbor as you remember yourself as well. Two greatest commandments. If you do that, you do well. And I wish you well indeed. So, on his way to work this morning, my friend in the studio with me, Peter took a route that took him by what I would have to call a water spout, somewhere in Sergeant's Village. If you want to see what I'm talking about, take a look. And it really now becomes an appeal to the Barbados Water Authority if they do not yet know. I know it's grainy. I know it's a grainy photograph. That's Peter's fault. But if you look to the right of your screen, look at the right of your screen, you will see that thing gushing. Gushing. It's pretty near to the supermarket area or the church in that area as well. So if you take a look, you will see that water gushing. So you want to be very careful, be very cautious. Barbados Water Authority, that is a very precious resource that is now shooting into the air there in the Sergeant's Village area. We want to encourage your crew to get there as soon as possible to attend to that. That's one thing that we really want arrested as soon as possible. We've had some rain and we've not had enough rain to refill our aquifers, but whatever we have in our aquifers we need to protect. And so we want you, Barbados Water Authority, to arrest that situation as soon as possible. What happened yesterday? Yesterday in Queen's Park was the rededication of the amphitheatre named after the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And it was one where Prime Minister Motley was there, Dr. Julius Garvey, the son of Dr. Marcus Garvey was there as well, and they released and revealed that plaque. Then they went into the steel shed where there was a most enlightening conversation. And so it will be good for you to explore that. Take a look and see for yourself what you may have missed, to learn a little bit more about the man from his son and see whether or not his son has the same vision. And I'll tell you, he truly does. He truly does. There's a lot about us as black people that you would see and learn from that particular exchange yesterday in Queen's Park. So it almost brings to an end a week of celebrating the contribution of Marcus Garvey to the black people of the world. So that happened yesterday. I hope you get a chance to reflect. Coming up today, however, we want to take a look at the upcoming 4th Caribbean Conference on Crime and Criminal Justice. What is it about? And what are the expected outcomes? How truly important is it at this time? And I believe it has levels of importance. And so we'll explore that in just a little while here on the show. Also today, next week, the NCF and Pele for the Arts of Jamaica are combining for a show called Amalgamation. That show we'll tell you about, and we'll tell you why you should show up to watch dance in all of its expressions indeed. So listen for that. This morning too, we'll continue to explore the region through the portability of Virgin Atlantic. Virgin Atlantic says, come fly with us. And so the country head for Barbados and Cancun and the Caribbean, he will join us as we take a look at the services on offer and why we should make Virgin Atlantic our next means of travel. We'll also be talking about the Inter-American Week for Indigenous People. What was that week designed to do, and how does this tie into our lived experience today? We'll look at that as well. We'll also take you beyond the blueprint. There is an opportunity coming up in an exhibition and a conference later this year. We'll tell you why, as it looks at how we order our communities, and the circus is in town. And so if you're curious as to what's under that blue tent, that big tent at the Garrison, we'll share with you this morning for sure. So don't miss the opportunity when the clowns and the contortionists and all of those join us right here on Morning Barbados today. We'll take a break right here. We'll get going with more in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you?
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Next week, right here in Barbados, we'll be hosting a production celebrating the beauty, power, and agility, really, at dance. And so joining me right now is the Artistic Director of Pile for the Arts of Jamaica, Marissa Benin. Good morning to you, Marissa.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Are you looking forward to what's happening next week?
I'm very excited about what is going to happen next week.
So if you're excited, tell us why should we be equally excited? What can we expect?
Okay, so Amalgamation redeemed it is a Caribbean destination event. My company, Play for the Arts, is celebrating 10 years. And last year, and we've been having international galas in Jamaica since 2016. And last year was the first time we decided to take it to the Caribbean. So last year and I mean, that actually happened out of the insistence of one Carol Roberts. And which, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Trying to move 50 people throughout the region is not, I mean, under normal circumstances, it's difficult for us. Try doing that with 50 dancers or so and cargo. And, I figured, if that happened and it was successful, I believe that we could do it again. So last year we brought Ailey 2, and that happened during Carry Festa. Mm-hmm. And this year it's bigger and better. That my mantra is we're all as good as our last performance. Yes. And so this year you have some of the best dancers in the world. Literally, it's not smoke, it's a fact. Performing in the region. And what it is that each island will have a dance that the other island doesn't have. So we want to also encourage interregional travel. And it also has some of the best dancers in the region called the Play Caribbean Collective. And that collective also include some fierce Bajan dancers. So you are in for a treat. You have the full company of Complexion Contemporary Ballet, first time in Barbados actually. And they're doing some of the White Roden's most acclaimed pieces. One major piece is Love Rocks. And that is done to the music of Lenny Kravitz. Mm-hmm. We're doing the famous Ave Maria. That's one of his most famous pieces. And we have a piece from American Ballet Theatre. We have a piece from Alonzo King Lines. And the Caribbean Collective will be doing major pieces from international choreographers. So you are in for a treat. Barbados has actually one of my favorite dancers in the world, and chances are one of the best active dancers in the world right now, which is Ajay Sissoko. So it's really exciting, and I'm pleased with the response from the Bajan people.
This is it's called amalgamation for a reason. I hear now
Yes.
you're talking about the amalgamation of different expressions and artistry in dance. It's also an amalgamation of creatives from all over the world, as you've said. And so we're excited about this. It's
Exactly.
happening next week, Barbados, on the 25th and 26th. And so we want you to really get your tickets as soon as possible. But where is it going to be held? Do you know? Oh, there it is.
It is at the Frank Collymore Hall.
And so
And
everyone is now getting ready for this. And so we want you to come to the shows. The first on the 25th is at 7 o'clock. And then the following day, there are two shows at 3 and again at 8 o'clock. And your tickets
Correct.
are available if you just go online at ticketnation.bb to book your ticket. But this is now, dance has become such a cornerstone of Caribbean expression. We see it in
Yes.
artistic performance, whether you're a singer and in different productions, it's always incorporated. Let's talk a little bit about what dance means to our lived experience as Caribbean people.
I think there's a thing we just want to hear a beat. As a matter of fact, we don't even have to hear anything. We move. We move. I've always said to people, my soul sings when I dance. I mean, I'm a dancer as well, and the dance has never left me.
Yes.
And play is really also a homage to my experience and what dance has done for me. Which a big part of what we also do is focus on development. And so, apart from having the shows, we're having master classes with the Bajan dancers. So, a part of what we do is that once we engage anyone to come to perform an amalgamation, a part of it is that there has to be some kind of cultural exchange. We give you something, we give you a platform, we give you a stage, but you must give back our people something, and that is in the form of master classes. What is interesting about Barbados is that Barbados is not only having master classes with Aji Sissoko and the Associate Artistic Director for Complexions Contemporary Ballet. They're also having a choreography, fire chat. There are lots of choreographers in Barbados, and sometimes we tend to focus on the dancers. And this idea actually was, from Carol Roberts to have a choreography talk. So you can ask questions about, what do you need to do? What do you need to have in place? When you are choreographing a piece, and that would be done by the other associate artistic director of Complexions, Joe, who also choreographs on Complexions Contemporary Ballet.
So I'm sure those choreographers on island will have their access pass to the other choreographers coming from elsewhere as well. So there's that cultural exchange, and you're quite right. But what I like about the
Correct.
composition of the performances on the night is how you've almost walked right through our lived history. Ballet, which is some consider to be very European, but at the same time you've taken that and you've made it ours as well with the contemporary ballet. When you talk about
Yes.
contemporary ballet, what are you saying? Dancing, giving ballet movement to Caribbean rhythm?
It's a lot more freedom artistically, and sometimes it is assumed that Caribbean people don't do ballet. We've had many great ballerinas out of the Caribbean, and what is great about us is that that Caribbean flair, that groundedness. I don't know if you know this, but the Lion King comes here to the Caribbean almost every 3 years to audition Caribbean dancers for the Lion King throughout the world. And one thing the directors would always say is that the soul of the Caribbean dancers, the groundedness of the Caribbean dancers, they don't get that anywhere. That's something that is within us. And that same fire is translated to learning modern contemporary pieces, and we are allowed to add our own flair. Ballet doesn't give you so much artistic freedom, but I dare say that we still look a little bit more alive when we do classical works.
Because every time we hear two tins beat, we want to move indeed. And so you're quite right on that score. Let's look at the opportunity for children to come see and learn as well. What does this amalgamation provide for younger children who are very much in Barbados into dance and expression as well?
I want young dancers of the region to be inspired. And that is the reason why we have the Caribbean Collective. It is for them to share a stage with dancers, the best dancers from around the world. And so even when we are selecting pieces, the show is completely curated. You know, it doesn't matter what company you dance with, whether it's New York City Ballet, American Ballet Theatre, Parsons, Complexions. We choose the pieces and we choose literally the best pieces in those companies, and we choose the best dancers. If we're selecting a soloist, for example, Carlos Gonzalez is a soloist with American Ballet Theatre. Aji Sissoko is a principal dancer with Alonzo King Lines, and we selected some of the best repertoire from Complexions Contemporary Ballet. And the Caribbean dancers are dancing pieces that have been danced all over the world. For example, we buy the license for one of the hits that I think the Bajans will really love is Bolero, and that has been danced at the Paris Opera, many countries around the world. And we have taken that same dance and put it in Caribbean bodies. As a matter of fact, it's the first and only black cast of Bolero, and that is the Caribbean cast, and that is what I'm excited about. You give Caribbean dancers the opportunity to dance with the best dancers in the world, because it's very important to me for Caribbean dancers to know that you can stand 10 toes down with the best in the world. It's not. I know people may be excited. Oh, I want to see dancers from American Ballet Theatre and Complexions, but the Caribbean dancers are going to be equally as fierce. It's not a pickup side, as I say to people. It's not an add-on. Oh, let's put some Caribbean dancers to. No. They are going to be equally as fierce in the production, and that is what I want young dancers in the region. When they come to the show, they can actually believe and aspire to be the best, because we can.
Yes, I so agree with you. I so agree. You heard me say yes all the while, simply because you're quite right. We are equal to anyone from anywhere. And so we want for all of us to come see us really go shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe, almost movement to movement against anyone from anywhere else as well in this upcoming production called Amalgamation. Amalgamation happens on the 25th at 7 o'clock. At the Frank Collymore Hall, and then the following day on the 26th, there are two shows, one at 3, the next at 8 o'clock. But you need to go now, everybody, and get your ticket, because when you are there, you will see performances by the Complexions Contemporary Ballet, American Ballet Theatre, Alonzo King Lines Ballet, the Caribbean Collective, an ensemble of some of the Caribbean's premier dancers as well, and they're dancing to the rhythm of the Caribbean. But in doing so, as well, as you said to me, Marissa, earlier, each country gets a chance to do its country dance as well, right? Am I right?
No, so what happened is we had auditions throughout the region, and we selected dancers from the different islands, and they have come together to be called the Caribbean Collective, and they are doing pieces from internationally renowned choreographers. What is nice about this is we have a few Bajan dancers that are really fierce in the production, and I'm very happy about that. I know that there are other dancers who from Barbados who want to be in the production, but it will get it will get bigger at some point in time, but I must say I am very proud of how the Bajan dancers will perform on the production, and I really want you to come out, especially to see them and to be proud. I also, before I lose the opportunity, to thank the board of the NCF, but especially one Carol Roberts, that is a visionary. And she is, one of the main reasons why, we could be able to host a production of this caliber in Barbados last year, and now is hosting a bigger one this year.
We're very pleased to have everyone here indeed, and you're quite right. She's quite a visionary. She's quite a force to reckon with indeed. Well done, Carol. And so to you, Marissa, I want to thank you. I want to congratulate you and your company as well on its anniversary. 10 years is not 10 days, yes, but you have the stickability to stick with it, and I expect growth therefrom. Can't wait to see you when do you arrive, by the way, you and your team?
I arrive, believe Sunday night into Monday morning. And the last thing I want to say is one big thing about amalgamation is our mantra is on amalgamation, there is a dance for everyone. It is highly unlikely that anyone will come to the show and not leave with a favorite.
I like that. I like that. It's highly unlikely that no one will come to the show and not leave with a favorite indeed. On the 25th and 26th in the Frank Collingwood Hall, ticketnation.bb is where you go to purchase your ticket. There are other box offices as well, and you know the traditional box offices on island. So go to your box office and get your ticket for an evening of dance amalgamation at the Frank Collingwood Hall on the 25th and 26th of this month. That's next week. And I want you to really come out and leave with your favorite dance and a smile on your face as well and a beat in your heart. Thank you so very much, Marissa Benin, for joining us this morning.
And thanks for having me. Do take care.
You're very welcome. Likewise. Morning Barbados breaks here. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV-Cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 23 minutes after 6 o'clock now as we turn our attention to the upcoming 4th Caribbean Conference on Crime and Criminal Justice. I know your ears are pricking right now because, you know, this is a very hot topic in the Caribbean at the moment. And so as we look ahead at what to expect, we're joined by Professor Corinne Bailey, who is the Director of the Center for Criminal Justice and Security at the University of the West Indies. To you, good morning, sir.
Morning, thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Why is this so important at this time from your view?
Well, I mean, I think everybody would agree, as you just said, it's a hot topic. It's been a hot topic for a very long time. The irony is that we haven't had a convening like this in over 20 years. The last Caribbean conference on crime and criminal justice was in 2003. I think that was 23 years ago. So purely as a result of the fact that we haven't had that opportunity to have a large convening like this, it is extremely important. But as you can imagine, in over 20 years, although we're constantly working in the background, of course, a lot has changed. We've had an explosion in violent crime regionally, to the point where some studies determine the Caribbean as a region to be the most violent region in the world. And then we've had the growth and the sophistication and development of organized crime and gang violence and illegal financial flows, and all without having that space for all of the stakeholders involved in crime prevention to come and put their heads together to try and figure out the problem.
To try to figure out the problem and find solutions.
Absolutely.
As well. But where you sit at the center where you work is you see a lot of data. What's the data sending? How is it trending?
Depends on what you're talking about. One of the frustrating things about, you know, when people meet those of us who are involved in crime research, the first question they're going to ask is, you know, what is the problem? But it's like asking a doctor, why do people get sick? There are a lot of different reasons why.
It's not a why I want to know. It's I want to know, what are you seeing? Are you seeing more in one particular area or the other? Or what are you saying? You're talking about we talked about transnational. We talked about how, because of society's values are shifting.
Yeah.
So what are you seeing as a problem for us in the region?
Well, So regionally, I would say again, it's a explosion in violent crime. We've seen so the nature of crime over the past 20 years, I would say over the past 35 years, has changed from a domination in property crime to violent crime dominating. Interestingly, I believe, I could be wrong with, I believe Barbados still, property crime still dominates. But the overwhelming trend is increases in violent crime, and particularly among young people. And that in particular is something that we have to get a hold of.
So who's coming together at this conference to look at those, what happens, and then the solutions?
So it's an academic conference, of course. So we're having academics, we're having students, but it is also very, very much policy oriented. So we have police, we have judiciary. We want the people who are enacting the policies, the people who write the policies, and the people who enforce them. And we also have representation from those policies affect.
When is it?
It is December 1st to 3rd in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica. We opened up in April. We opened up a call for papers, and we I suppose as a reflection of how long it's been since the last conference, we had an overwhelming range and response to the call. We have almost 100 paper submissions, and so we're going to have panels and presentations based around those submissions, but we also have a day dedicated to purely to policy discussions around particular areas that we have identified as critical as it relates to crime prevention in the region.
It happens in December, so there's a little time still for those who are still not yet registered to be a part of it. To help them make up their minds too. Is it a hybrid conference, or is it in-person conference?
No, it's in person. So it's very much a regional conference. It just happens to be in Jamaica, but it is in person. We want we've since COVID we've had a lot of hybrid conferences. I know in many respects that has become the norm, but we want everybody involved to be there. And thankfully we've gotten a great response. But we do want, in addition to we've closed submissions for presentation, but we do want any organization, whether it be government organizations, NGOs who are involved in the business of crime prevention, to come and take part in the discussion. You don't have to be presenting to be part of the discussion, and we are open for registration as it relates to that.
And I'm excited about this simply because, oftentimes we think government is a major solution. If the people will find the solutions, you're saying, no, this is an all-of-society approach that we need to take. So everyone who has not just an academic interest alone, but you think you have an idea that you can lend to solutions, then you need to show up.
Absolutely. It's like everybody who has a stake getting in a room, locking. I mean, we're not literally locking anybody in a room, but locking a room, and at the end of the 3 days, we want it to be figured out, and we want tangible results as a result of the convening.
What are you going to do with those results?
Okay, so we are going to prepare a white paper as a result of the findings of the conference. We want a concrete 10-point plan of solutions, if you will, that we're going to present to the CARICOM heads of government. And then for us, we want to emerge from the conference with about, for us, I mean the academics in the room, with about 3 to 5 actionable, evidence-based driven projects that we want to pursue in the next few years to continue the momentum.
And hopefully have the policy adjusted accordingly.
Absolutely. Everything that we do is geared towards policy.
Indeed. And so it's open to all, and registrations, how do we register those who still have not yet?
So we have a registration website. I wouldn't be able to rattle that off. But anybody interested at this point can contact us at the university. We are a Center for Criminal Justice and Security. We're located at the Sir Arthur Lewis Institute of Social and Economic Studies at the University of the West Indies. So call us. We'll be able to give you any kind of information that you want. We really are encouraging anybody who is interested. As I say, it's a regional conference. It is in Jamaica. We have to have it somewhere. But we really are encouraging anybody who feels who's invested in the business of crime prevention to come and take part.
Yeah. And so think about it, Barbados. Think about it quite seriously indeed. It's a booking you need to make early because you know how airlines fill up very quickly indeed. It's in December, so you have some time still, but you don't have a lot of time. And so in not squandering your opportunity to be a part of this, I encourage you to go onto the website. We're taking a browse right now of the website to see where you go. You click and you follow through. It gives you all the details, and you're going to be staying at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. And while there, you get a chance to lend your views on, but you also get a chance to lend your solutions to. Students are encouraged to be a part of it as well. If you're a student of the University of the West Indies, there's a fee for you, and there's a fee for those who are not participants from the University of the West Indies, and for students as well. So all ages, all sectors, all minds are encouraged to come together in this upcoming conference. It's the fourth in the Caribbean, and so having not been held since for about 23 years, there's a lot to discuss and a lot to unpack, and so spend the time wisely to see the difference that we all want to see. It becomes not just a talking point for a lot of us on call-in programs alone, but we talk about it in our homes, we talk about it in our spaces all the time, and we're building now, it seems, a community of fearful people, simply because it appears that crime happens everywhere.
Absolutely. I mean, there's an inevitable panic that results regionally and within countries as it relates to particularly violent crime. It's often never as bad as it seems, but there is no doubt that within the last few years things have escalated, and as I said, particularly among young people. So one of the main issues that we want to look at in the conference are those risk factors that lead young people to either be exposed to perpetration or victimization as it relates to violent crime.
Criminal justice attorneys at law, are they encouraged to come as well?
They are, and we do have, we thankfully got representation, abstract submissions from, but these are generally lawyers or judges that are interested in the crime prevention side rather than the how would I say the legal side, for want of a better term. But yes, we do have representation from them, and as I said, all are invited because the legal fraternity has a vested interest in it as well.
If you need to know more about this, go to the website we just shared with you on the screen. If you look at your screen now, you'll see, I know it's a lot to type in, it's a lot of that. But just go to uwi.edu/alumni online, and then you just follow it from there, indeed. But you can also call the Center for Criminal Justice and Security at the University of the West Indies and pose your questions. Get to know a whole lot more about how you can be a part and why you should be a part, and all of those things that you have on top of mind to have answers to. They'll be happy to respond to you. But get ready for the upcoming fourth Caribbean Conference on Crime and Criminal Justice in Jamaica from December the 1st to the 3rd of this year. And I can't wait to hear the outcomes of it as well, because it's going to help to adjust and change our society where necessary. Thank you so very much, Professor, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Professor Corinne Bailey, who joined us as he tells us a little bit more about what to expect. We can't wait to hear the outcome, don't we? Can't we? Right. So we'll hear the outcome, no doubt. Morning Barbados breaks here. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We the best music.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Good morning. Good morning, Barbados.
Before the island gets going, we're already here. 2 hours every weekday.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
25 minutes now to go to 7 o'clock. I'm sitting with my brother from another mother. This phrase now literally means something to me. He's Sean Edwards. He's the son of my godmother. And so we grew up together. Sean Edwards is the country manager for Virgin Atlantic, the Caribbean, and Cancun.
Yeah.
You cover a lot, Sean.
Yes, I do. Aviation has been my passion, my love, from birth, and having traveled, extensively, and more than 30 years now, about 30 years now,
Whoa.
in aviation.
Yeah, your career has been so expansive. And I know you started in the airline industry because I've seen you there, but I also saw you in the hotel industry, which means to me, tourism is your thing.
Yes, I started, in aircraft maintenance. That was my first passion, and then I moved into passenger services, and from there I grew and went into business development, and then COVID came, so really spent about 18 years or so with Virgin, and then COVID, left the business, worked with Sandals, and then became commercial manager for the recently concluded ICC World T20 World Cup 2024, and then came back to the business now as 2 years now for country manager. So
there's some things you just can't escape.
Yeah,
right?
you can't escape. So the opportunity, and the growth is amazing. I give thanks for that.
Yeah. As country manager, what are you required to do?
Well, for me, it's really working with my tourism partners, travel partners, governments, and connecting people from the Caribbean with the UK, and it's really business, ensuring the business of Virgin Atlantic is first and foremost when you're looking to travel.
Let's look at the exciting world of Virgin Atlantic. I mean, we see the aircraft is so beautifully outfitted, and so. Talk to me about travel on Virgin Atlantic.
Well, it's an experience. First of all, it starts with us, the people. Everyone can have the same aircraft. As you know, all the airlines basically purchase from two suppliers. But what really differentiates us is the people.
Yep.
And that is uniquely inherently to us. Everyone has red, and I'm wearing my red shoes today,
Yeah,
so
you can avoid that.
Can't avoid that, there's always a bit of red in us.
Yes.
And that shines through in what we then deliver to our customers. And that is really important for us. Virgin is a brand, very recognizable brand, close to nearly 30 years here in Caribbean. Barbados is very important to us. And Barbados now is becoming like a hub now for us in the Caribbean, not just connecting you from to Heathrow, as you know, daily, some days, we have 2-3 flights, depending on the winter, but also season leave to Manchester, which is the northern part now of England. And that now has opened up gateways that people are already, excited about. We have Liverpool, you have the Lake District, you have all in Scotland, also then connecting onward. And then, recently now we've really, venturing now to the Caribbean.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So, I mean, as you know how challenging it is to get around the Caribbean. But with Virgin Atlantic now, we're traveling to St. Vincent and also to Grenada. And we do St. Vincent 3 times a week, and Grenada in the summer we do twice a week, and in the winter time we will start into three times a week.
Nice. And that spells good for the Caribbean because our options are limiting, and so Virgin has come in to fill a big void, and so you move people across the Caribbean to their favorite destinations. St. Vincent and Grenada are a couple of mine.
Yeah, and I mean a little 20-minute flight, as long as
just know you're there.
Yeah, as long as the interview will be kind of in St. Vincent, and it's really becoming very popular and very reliable. As we know, sometimes getting around the Caribbean is very expensive, very challenging. We've made it more reliable for you, and also we've looked at ensuring you have a bag, your comfort level is there too as well. So for us it's very important for the customer to enjoy the journey. It starts with you boarding that aircraft. Actually it starts before then, the booking process, and seeing the team at the airport, and then making you feel part of the brand, part of the your whole experience of travel. That's
just imagine yourself not flying all those other airlines, you're flying Virgin to Grenada or Virgin Atlantic.
And funny, that's what I asked the other day. Is it a big plane? I said yes. It's the Airbus 330. So it's a big plane. Our full crew is there, and you get the same service that you would expect from Virgin Atlantic, right?
So what is that service generally like inside?
That service really starts with us as the people, as I would say. Is that making you feel part of the brand. People appreciate that traveling now has become very expensive, so you want value for money, and you want to feel as though you're treated as though not just buying a ticket, but part of the experience. So for us, we really tailor your needs for what you want. So it's really looking at how everyone has their own individual needs. How then do we meet those needs? You know, and I would say that the team has done very good over the years. Fantastic job. And, you know, from the booking process, when you come into the office here in Barbados, you know, and you even call us, you know, we will be able then to facilitate what's your needs and guide you accordingly, you know.
A lot of travelers today fret about not just cost alone, but we'll pay. It's what we get inside the aircraft. And somehow it feels as though less and less is given to you for the amounts you pay.
Well, I mean, recently someone said that they was feeding him too much.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Virgin in this instance. I'm talking generally. But what does Virgin guarantee?
Well, we guarantee you the in-flight entertainment. We guarantee you the exceptional service from our team. Again, from the booking process to on board. You know, we guarantee you that, you know, we will always look after you. And that is really what we stand for. And, you know, sometimes we might not always get it right, but you know, we know how to say sorry when we do get it wrong, you know, and nothing is perfect in this world, and I always say that. But we actually, you know, look after our people, you know, and that's the most important thing for us.
You have responsibility for the Caribbean and Cancun, Mexico.
Yeah, Cancun. We started recently
put them together. What is it?
Yeah, and it's leisure destinations, you know, and Cancun fits, you know, into that leisure destinations for us, you know, and it's very important. You know what
and it's a wonderful gateway into the South America and Central America.
Yeah. But unfortunately, for us, we fly from UK to Cancun.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And in Barbados is really we fly from Barbados. We fly to Manchester seasonally, Heathrow daily, and St. Vincent and Grenada.
I'm looking at the screen. If you look with me, and those red dots suggest destinations to which you travel.
Yes. Well, not St. Lucia now, but we recently. St. Lucia now, we stopped there about 2 years ago now. Yeah.
But pretty much all of those. So folks know, you know, that Virgin Atlantic can take you there. And it's to the website. You're looking at the website. So when you log on to the website, these are some of the things. And we encourage you to go today, now as a matter of fact, and explore all the options that are
VirginAtlantic.com, you know, or you can call us, 228 4339. You can talk to the team here locally. You can come and see us in our office, because we have actually an office. You have Jamar. You actually have people to speak to. Right?
That's so present.
And that's the thing. So you can sit down, look at your dates, look at your travel needs. The team there is, you got Jamar, Shakira, and Hannah, and they will be able to look at your you know, what you're looking for in a travel, whether it's going to St. Vincent, Grenada, Manchester, or UK, or Heathrow. They'll be able to tell you and what is your best comfort level and what pricing you're looking at.
So, wow, when it comes to pricing, your best comfort level, we'll talk about that with Sean Edwards, the country manager for Virgin Atlantic, right after this break.
Yeah.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados.
Before the island gets going, we're already here. 2 hours every weekday. The people, the stories, and the conversations that matter to Barbados. Guests you won't hear anywhere else. Your health, your culture, your country. No rush, no shouting, just good company to start your day. Mornin Barbados, weekday mornings, 6 to 8 on TV8.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
15 to the hour, we're sitting with Sean Edwards, who is the country manager for Virgin Atlantic for the Caribbean and Cancun, Mexico. And so you have an opportunity, Barbados, to fly Virgin to destinations right next door, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and to Grenada.
Yeah.
And there's a heavy demand for it, because I know we like options in the Caribbean for travel. And so Virgin Atlantic has become a very, very popular option now to move around the Caribbean as well. Let's talk about that demand and why it's important to book early, Sean.
It's very important to book early. despite what's happening geopolitically, the demand for travel is actually up, and and that's coming out of the Caribbean, coming out of the UK to the Caribbean too as well, to Barbados. And for us, I always encourage our Caribbean and Barbadians to book as soon as possible. We like to the last minute and then expect to get the best fare, you know, but actually, when you start thinking about it, it's try to lock in that fare. And, the demand is actually very strong. Upcoming winter season is looking pretty good. And even for the summer season here now, flights are in demand. And, for us, going to St. Vincent, going to Grenada to get the best possible fare, I would tell people, as soon as you start thinking about it, try to lock in that fare and lock in those seats to travel.
And to do so, you can either go to the website or come to the office.
Yeah, virginatlantic.com. You can go to your favorite travel agent, and that's all. That's one area too as well. You can call 228-4339. The team is there. There's opposite the Hastings, because we just recently moved locations. We were opposite KFC for many years on the Hastings off. So actually now we've moved just about a kilometer down the street, down to by the Garrison, the corner of Garrison, the Brigade House.
Yes.
Yeah, the Brigade House is opposite the old police station. So the team is in there, the new office is in there, and they're willing and welcoming you.
So if you're traveling based on your old memory, it's no longer where you thought it was.
It's no longer where you thought it was.
There's the Garrison, by the old police station across the street from there, and you'll see it, of course, because the sign is outstanding indeed.
Yeah, we have a sign. Yeah, we still have a feather banner there up now, just as a landmark, because people are so accustomed to, where we were before.
Yes.
Now we're by the Garrison.
So if you're taking a trip up to the UK, Virgin Atlantic, if you're taking a trip from the UK, because we do have viewers all over the world, so all of you watching from the UK right now, if you're taking a trip to Barbados, book Virgin Atlantic. Virgin Atlantic lands before the others, so for sure you get here before the others, for sure. Indeed. So Virgin Atlantic is a place you go to place. So you're booking really early. They fly out of Heathrow. They're going to soon again start to fly out of Manchester.
We started Manchester late October to about middle March.
For the winter season.
Yeah, for the winter season. And that's becoming extremely popular. People coming out to the north. It's really coming the demand is very strong.
Yeah, and that's the BTM loves to hear that.
They're quite aware that the demand is very strong. Yeah.
Good marketing, great marketing. And so folks up north, you can consider this Virgin Atlantic and come home to Barbados. If you're coming home to Barbados for November, because they're opening up in October. You're just ahead of time. And so we're coming home for our 60th anniversary of independence and 50 years of the Republic. So it's great celebrations happening here. Book your flight, Virgin Atlantic.
Yeah, book your flight.
And if you're thinking of spending a cold Christmas in the UK.
I mean, UK is always exciting. It's a beautiful place. Winter Wonderland, the lights, and it's really a beautiful place in the winter time. We always think of it as summer, but actually in the winter, I find it's an amazing place. It transforms.
I am telling you, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And of course, if you want to go to Caribbean too, let's talk a little bit now about, because we're discerning clientele. We like to travel either as individuals or as family and groups. Are there options for that as well?
Yes, we have group travel, 10 persons or more. The team will be able to assist you. They look at, 10 persons or more, we consider a group, and then we offer a package for that. So really, it's best to speak to the team when it comes to groups. Traveling depends on your comfort level, and also your budget too as well. Economy, very good value for money. Premium, we have premium cabin, which is a lot more, a bigger seat.
Yes.
Comfort level then increases. And then, we have the upper class for persons who want the full, I would say, the full
premium experience.
Yeah, full premium experience. And, if you want a lie flat bed, our award-winning clubhouse in Heathrow, things like that on board, dedicated service, we can tailor your needs for you.
Barbados has become such an important connection for Virgin Atlantic.
Yes.
Emphasize that importance for us.
Well, Barbados, historically, we've been very connected to the UK. And, for us, it's a very important hub I call it a hub now in our in the Caribbean for us. From Barbados now you could get to the other islands a lot easier, with our airline partners within the Caribbean. But for us, it's really connecting, Barbados with the UK. and that is really important for us. You know, and for Virgin, you know, people coming into Barbados, the demand is there, and you know, we just make it part of the whole journey and the experience.
Yeah.
You know, for us, is from the time you get on board is that experience, right?
No, you got me curious. I've never flown Virgin.
You know,
I haven't yet. I haven't
if not,
yet.
know when.
Soon. Is that a good enough answer?
I'll hold you to it.
And so let's talk about inside, because, you know, I know we talked about having the in-flight, all the activities that we generally have on in-flight, your screen, your audio, your everything else.
Yeah, but you got movies that, you know, people say 8 hours is a long time, but actually
it's a working day.
Yeah, but actually, you know, you get some sleep on the night flight going over, you know, you're constantly awakened by, you know, you get some food, you know, get something to eat, you know, and people always ask me that question, do you get something to eat, you know?
Yeah.
Because
what I told you before, they're cutting back on so many other things on other airlines. Virgin says no.
No. You know, we try to maintain the level of service that which you expect from us, you know, and that is important to us, you know, the in-flight entertainment, and especially for kids.
Yes.
You know, family traveling with kids, you know, we know that kids could get cranky over a long period of time, but actually we have dedicated entertainment for the kids too as well. You know, we find a lot of the crew then interact with the kids and try to keep them occupied, you know, a little bit of drawing competitions on board. Sometimes they put them up, the galleys after the finish things so that people could see their artwork. You know, so simple little things really go a long way, you know, for families.
And so folks, families included, just go online, book your flight, call the office, book your flight, discuss your package. That's the whole point, discuss your package. But don't wait until the last minute, then you fret, because last minute doesn't work in your favor at all. That's what we do, you know, and then we fret.
Very true.
We can avoid all of that like now and contact Virgin Atlantic.
You have to think about your dates, your travel dates, are you a little bit flexible, you know, to get the best possible fare. And, you know, the team will be able to assist you. Your travel agent will be able to assist you too as well. You book it online. You know, you could call us. Yeah. You know, have a simple conversation.
Very simple conversation. 228-4339. 228-4339, the call to Virgin Atlantic, or visit virginatlantic.com. I learned it now.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I expect to see you on the flight very, very soon, Barbados.
Yeah, but it's St. Vincent, you know, a quick weekend getaway, you know, St. Vincent's perfect. You know, actually, you can leave here this evening on the flight, go over to St. Vincent on Friday, and then come back on Sunday evening, ready for work on Monday.
And no one knew that I was on the island because it was so quick in and out, indeed. Yeah. But Virgin Atlantic reaches so many destinations, indeed, and it's perhaps the destination of choice for you. And so let it become the airline of choice for you now. They go to Asia, they go everywhere across the world. Such a vast
with
network.
our partners too as well, airline partners too, we get you around the world, and that is important. You know, whether it's Africa, Sub-Asia, you know, if it's even in Europe, you know, we will get you there.
I like that. We get you around the world, we'll get you there.
Yeah, but more importantly, if not now, when?
Exactly.
Right.
And if soon is your answer, and if soon is your answer as well, let it be soon. And so you're right. That's a good question. If not now, when? When, Barbados, are you going to consider taking Virgin Atlantic? Virgin Atlantic is so well detailed. It is such a beautiful thing to view from the ground, looking up into the sky, because they fly over and I see them as they do. And just to behold the underbelly of the plane, and you see Virgin Atlantic. And then you have the aspiration to be in there.
Yeah, that red, you know, that red shines through us. You know, that's the common thread among us, that red.
And if you know Branson doesn't play. He creates opportunities, he creates fun, he creates activity, he does all of those things.
And that culture resonates right through our company, and you know, and that then delivers through to our customers too as well. You know.
So for festivals and the like, obviously, you know, we move people.
Yeah,
and I know that because Grenada and St. Vincent
they had their Vesi Mass, you know, they had Spice Mass. The flight was full going into Grenada and St. Vincent. People were up on the day of travel. People were like coming into the office wanting to know, you know, is there any seats? You know, that's why I always say book early, right?
Yes.
And that's important. You know, now with the UK coming up, the winter coming up now, it's the demand is very strong. You know, people are looking now to go to Manchester. There's football, there's culture. There's a strong culture in Manchester that. Some people actually go on whiskey tours, so they go up to Scotland, you know, and going to Manchester is a quick train ride up to Scotland. You know, so you can really look at exploring not just one city in England or UK. You can then look at multiple cities too as well, right? And we know in this day and age we like that adventure.
Yes.
You know, and so England, and even if you go into Europe, you know, that we get you there. You know,
We get you there.
We will get you there.
We'll get you there.
Just virginatlantic.com, speak to the team, you know, come and see us in the office, and, you know, we'll look at, you know, your dates, what is your options, look at, you know, where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
You know?
And we'll get you there.
Yeah.
So if not now, when?
Yeah.
I
Don't know when, you know, make you think about it, right?
So, folks, little ones in the house annoy mommy and daddy. They want to fly Virgin Atlantic. I want to try it.
Yeah, we want to go on the big plane.
You got that right. I want to go on the big plane. So annoy them and let them take you somewhere, indeed, but through Virgin Atlantic. VirginAtlantic.com. Explore what's possible right there, right now, and begin to book your flight as soon as possible. Time, because the demand is great, Barbados. The demand is great for space. And so make sure you book your space. If not now, when? They'll get you there. Sean, as always, my brother. So
it's
good
always
to
a
have you,
pleasure.
indeed.
Yeah.
And of course, Maureen, I took great care of him, right? Indeed. That's my godmother, Sean's mother. Thank you so much for coming, Sean.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Sean Edwards, country manager for Virgin Atlantic for the Caribbean and Cancun, Mexico. So if you want to go into America, South America, and Central America, wherever you want to go, they'll get you there. They'll take you there. So if not now, when? Answer that question yourself. Now, one of the things that we've been talking to you a little bit about here on Morning Barbados is getting up and moving. Carlos Cox, our colleague, has already been out the gate and he has been doing it. He walked in here the other morning, as a matter of fact, all sweaty and everything as well, because he's moving still. And he shared with us a couple other videos from a couple other people as well. I want you to take a look.
Morning Barbados. Morning to the Morning Barbados team who's producing this show. My journey continues. Carlos here. Just want to shout out everybody in my circle, outside my circle. Have a wonderful day. And I would say that it's good to be alive. Yeah. Things could have been different. You know, one of the things that I would say is I remember being overweight and having aches and pains and some other issues, and I just decided to get those things checked out. And thankfully for me, that those were signs for me to turn and head and come back this direction, you know. And that was more than 8 months ago. Actually, that was about 10 and a half months ago. And I decided to give up a lot of things that I love consuming. You know, I was a big meat eater. Not saying that you can't eat meat, but not everyone's body can handle the excessive amount of meat. I just decided to, one of the things I decided to do is to start eating meat and live a pescatarian lifestyle. Give up certain drinks too that I had loved consuming and just remain consistent. I would advise men, especially over 40, you know, get your checks and keep some movement in your life, because the results of exercise, man, is a whole different level. It's a good way to start your day. It's a good way to keep balance in your life. And with that said, I want everybody to have a wonderful weekend. And remember, say your prayers and give God thanks. Have a beautiful one, everyone.
Amen, Brother Carlos. Well done, well said indeed. So the advice is taken and the advice to all is given. Thank you, Carlos. Indeed. Morning Barbados comes right back after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ants What makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's get to the news now. The Transport Board is continuing its implementation of automated fare collection by entering into the final phase for paying commuters. Word of this from Chief Executive Officer of the Transport Board, Fabian Wharton, as he responded to concerns raised in the media regarding the Transport Board's cashless payment system and the use of TransPay travel cards. Mr. Wharton issued a statement on the matter.
As you are aware, we have implemented card payments for both students and pensioners. We issued correspondence on August 2nd, 2026, to indicate that we are in the final stages of preparing for the implementation of this segment of our commuters. We took a decision to replace bulk fare purchases using tokens with cards to begin a phased transition. The board subsequently placed this information in its terminals, informed its staff, and also through the WhatsApp messaging groups, informed the top operators.
Mr. Wharton said between last Friday and over the weekend, the board received feedback from stakeholders and staff on the implementation. He says the feedback is under review.
We also took a decision on Tuesday that based on what we consider to be misinformation coming from some top operators, and in some instances, a misunderstanding of the processes, that it was necessary for us to have an urgent conversation with them. And if we need to issue any further statements to the public, we will do so after having those conversations.
The Barbados Association of Retailers, Vendors and Entrepreneurs is again calling for stricter regulations and enforcement to help those in the trade to maintain a better reputation. Speaking on Let's Talk About It radio show on Q100.7 FM, Barvin's Communications Officer Robert Maloney said this approach will assist in helping to control many of the issues about which the public complains.
Once again, that would emphasize within the city parameter the need for the rules and the regulations and the need for the permits.
And enforcing.
And the enforcement of the permits. With the issuing of a permit, you could have certain guidelines and requirements that the person might have to meet. As Barvin was dealing with the permit issue, we had told them the police certificate of character was one of them, but for Barvin, our police certificate of character would have been a broom. Because that way, we would have known once you come to play your trade, once you come, you would have to clean it, have to be sanitary, which is one of the first requirements. And just as you find it, is just how you would have to leave it. But again, most persons now tend to look to that job as sanitation job. But in the heart of the city, again, we know that is our capital, and we have quite a few visitors visiting the city. And that is where they would get a glimpse of us as a people and really get that feeling of how we see ourselves culturally. And one of those things that Barvin had emphasized was that vendors had to keep around their surroundings clean. And with that, we know that would require all what it required, mainly having the permit, you would have to have that jurisdiction over the person, where if they was going to come and play their trade, they would have to comply with these requirements. Now, without having those mechanisms in place, well, a person again can come and do as they like, and then at the ending of the day, they could tell themselves, well, sanitation have that job to do.
Well, Barvin encourages anyone coming into the trade, whether temporary or long-term, to apply for the relevant permits, regularize their status, and follow all regulations to avoid being removed from the trade. Now, in light of recent international discussions regarding childhood vaccines, pediatricians in Barbados have pledged their unequivocal support for the continued vaccination of children in Barbados. In a statement issued detailing their position on the matter, the local pediatricians say, and I quote, "Vaccines remain one of the most effective tools in modern medicine for protecting children from serious and sometimes fatal infectious diseases," end quote.
The scientific evidence supporting the safety and effectiveness of combination vaccines, including the MMR, measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, is extensive, consistent, and has been gathered over several decades across millions of children worldwide. We continue to recommend that parents and guardians in Barbados follow the Ministry of Health and Wellness established immunization schedule, administered at the appropriate ages and intervals, without unnecessary delay or separation of combined vaccines.
Meanwhile, the Association of Medical Practitioners maintains that in Barbados context, the national immunization program remains highly relevant.
The Barbados Association of Medical Practitioners, BAMP, recognizes the resurgence of opinions, unsubstantiated anecdotes, and false information related to vaccines currently in the public domain. While this may reflect perceived issues in other countries reported in foreign media, BAMP wishes to highlight that in the Barbadian context, our national immunization program has not only improved the standard of our public health and prosperity over decades, but it has also saved the lives of many of our children. The protection provided by our national immunization program has not only caused a significant decrease in childhood mortality, but it has also spared us the sad consequences of vaccine-preventable diseases. BAMP restates our professional support for the current Barbados childhood immunization schedule.
Let's get to sports now. Organizers of the Live, Live and Louder mega concert on September the 19th are promising to serve up the best in entertainment this week in the week of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League final here in Barbados. The launch was held at the Hilton Barbados. Damien Best reports.
CEO of Dream Team Entertainment Inc., Kwanzaa Canterbury, says September 19th will be one of the best nights of entertainment in Barbados, as his company teams up with the Caribbean Premier League to stage a concert at the National Botanical Gardens.
This concert represents exactly what Dream Team Entertainment Inc. has been working towards, creating world-class production right here in Barbados, bringing together exceptional regional and international talent, and continuing to raise the standard of live entertainment in the Caribbean. On September the 19th, we have an incredible lineup featuring Barbados, Grammy Award-winning Estelle, Christopher Martin, Skepper, Voice, and Mr. Vegas, alongside some of Barbados' own outstanding talents.
Senator and Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Ryan Ford, says events and festivals like this are important.
Obviously, it impacts the economy. It gives people opportunity to buy and sell, but also to kind of disconnect because, we're working hard every single day and every single week. And, entertainment festivals like this has been going on for a couple of years now, especially coming after the pandemic. And it's in a need period such as September. I know most people are not aware, but September is actually the worst month for the destination in terms of arrivals and spend. So when entrepreneurs decide that they're going to go forward and invest into an event or a festival or sports or conference or whatever, it does generate the needed revenue. And it's not just from a tourism perspective, but also all forms of businesses.
Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office with responsibility for youth and culture, Senator Shane Archer, encouraged the private sector to play its part in the entertainment industry.
Without entertainment, there is no tourism. And as we continue to strive Barbados forward and as we continue to grow our festivals, whether it's the Crop Over Festival, the Food and Rum Festival, or new festivals that may be on the horizon, we need to have these types of events from the private sector coming on so that the government does not do it all. So again, I just want to thank Kwanzaa and his team, and I look forward to September 19th.
So mark it on your calendar, September 19th, Botanical Gardens. The CPL gets live and louder with Voice, Movado, Estelle, Chris Martin, Mr. Vegas, and so much more.
Thanks, Damien. That's a look at news and sports. Morning Barbados at 11:30 breaks here. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world. Your playlist, your station. 98.1, The One.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're now 13 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's Friday, Barbados. It is Friday, Barbados. I'm hoping you're looking forward to the weekend and you're looking forward to doing something special, something a little bit perhaps different from what you've done before. And if church visit is of something different, take that option, Barbados. Take that option indeed. It's a good place to be. And so let's turn our attention now in our discussion this morning on Beyond the Blueprint. Now, you know what a blueprint is, don't you? If you don't, you'll find out right now, and you'll get to find out a little bit more about this activity coming up in October and why it's important that people show up and be a part of it and you pay attention to what is the outcome of that particular activity as well. I'm joined by Natasha Subero, who is the conference chair of Blueprint Academy, and we're talking Beyond the Blueprint. Good morning to you.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you, personally.
You are very welcome indeed. And you live in Barbados?
I don't live in Barbados, but I have strong family ties in Barbados.
You do?
Yes, throughout the Caribbean, you know, we are very much interconnected.
We've
so
moved a
yes,
lot.
A lot of family.
That becomes our DNA, almost a blueprint.
Listen, on the plane coming, I encountered someone who was St. Lucian, living in Barbados, married to a Bajan who was working in Trinidad. One of the people I work with is Trinidadian, married to a Jamaican Barbadian. So, yeah, it's
you got to map it out.
Yes.
It's really, really deep indeed. And so we have this conference coming up in October, Beyond the Blueprint.
Correct.
Why that title, first of all, and what can we expect at the conference?
Okay, so the title speaks to the fact that in design and construction, there is so much more that happens that goes into what we deliver besides just the concept and the drawing. There is a lot, the ecosystem for design and construction is wider than many people understand. And it's really the vision of Christine Ferreira. The name might ring a bell for people who've been around a while in media. So you might know Christine and Rolf Ferreira. They started Island Life magazine in Barbados. Rolf is Trinidadian, Christine is St. Lucian, and they're Bajan. Many decades ago. So it started with Island Life magazine, then Island Life television, and they did Habitat Caribbean. Beyond the Blueprint is an evolution of Habitat Caribbean. So Christine's concept was bringing the magazine to life.
Right.
Creating an experience before creating experiences was as you know, as very popular as it is now. So she was ahead of the curve there. So it was creating an experience, and this is creating not just the experience where you get to see, touch, and feel the life that many people see in a magazine or see on TV and say, oh wow, this is fabulous. To bring that to life and people get to experience that and see, okay, this is what I want for myself, or this is how I can do it myself. It is beyond that, it's also connecting the ecosystem. So you hear sometimes about the orange economy. The orange economy in the Caribbean is more than music, it's more than carnival and crop over, it's more than fashion. We have a wide range of talent in the built environment. Our designers, our architects and engineers, the innovation that we have. A lot of people don't get to see our interior designers. So Beyond the Blueprint is bringing that to life, and that is really about how we live. Our everyday life, how it is built, how it is designed, and a lot of people take it for granted. When you go into a space that just makes you feel, wow, so at ease, so uplifted, the work that goes into that is unappreciated. So we're bringing that to life in a show, and we have a lot of, we're expecting about 20,000 participants. The Trinidad market is a fairly big market, and you have a lot of people who are into that kind of thing. And of course, it's very much connected to the Bajan market, so we have a lot of Bajan exhibitors as well, like Dwellings and Gaja Interiors, and I think Christie's, and many others, and some regional exhibitors, because this is about promoting Caribbean talent in the built environment.
Right.
Yeah.
We live in built-up areas in the Caribbean generally, and sometimes we keep our eyes on the Joneses, and sometimes we want to as well, even though we may not have the means to. And so this coming together Beyond the Blueprint gives us some affordable, but also some practical ideas as to how we can have that space in our home or that space within our community that makes us feel better and we feel as if we have achieved at the same time. And I broadened it just a little while because I know, because of design and construction, sometimes you want to we walk around and we look and see, okay, is this a good area to live in? Do I look at the other houses around? Does it meet my particular personality? And would that be also explored in this upcoming conference?
Okay, so I want to go to jump ahead a bit to a really exciting part of it. So my role in the conference is, my role in the show, the bigger show, is the Blueprint Academy, which is the learning part of the show. And in the Blueprint Academy, we are basically targeting the professionals in the area, the architects, the designers, the engineers, the planners, the surveyors, the people who operate in the background, who build communities before a brick is laid, before the foundation is, before the land is cleared. They are involved. Now, we are speaking to them not just to give them ideas about how they can work better, but also bringing them together so that there can be more collaboration and cohesion. And the professionals that are not normally considered part of the built environment, but are essential to it, the financiers. I was speaking to our project manager last week, and he was talking about, sometimes you have good projects, great ideas, you have the ingredients, but you don't put them together the right way. So he gave the example of stewed chicken, and somebody who used a recipe and they ended up making sweet chicken because they put everything in the pot and they put the fire on. But it's a process. And really bringing all the people together, the legal people, the tax people, the accountants, so people who, the financiers who have something to add to the recipe so that you get a wonderful meal at the end. And your communities end up being, you can have a low-cost community that is absolutely beautiful, rather than just, okay, we're looking to minimize costs, so give them a square box and no greenery. Yeah? And we've done some of that.
And so this conference is the Caribbean's premier built environment event. Built environment event. And built environment suggests to me it's a deliberate action. It is not simply something that happened by circumstance. It's deliberately designed in the way that it is. And so you're talking about bringing together all of these aspects of building that environment in one space. When is it?
So it's October 29th to November 1st. At the Center of Excellence in Macoya, Trinidad. It is it's just 2 months away, literally, because we're near the end of August. And we have a lot happening between now and then. But one of the things that I'm most excited about, again, coming back to the Academy, and I could spend a whole day talking about it. the research element. So I heard you speaking this morning about data when you had the professor on. And so I've worked in finance, I've worked in the CARICOM Secretariat, and I know that throughout the Caribbean, one of the things that kind of keeps us back from achieving what we can is we don't have data. We can't collect data, we can't set a baseline, and data drives decisions now. When people are making decisions about where to put their money, so what does the data say?
Yes.
The question you yourself asked, what does the data say? We don't have a lot of data on the built environment, so we are doing a landmark study where we are looking at the state and the future of the built environment in the Caribbean, but we are asking professionals, so the very same people that we are asking to come to the Blueprint Academy. We are looking at architects, planners, surveyors, designers, utilities engineers, environmental scientists. What do you have to say about the infrastructure, the way we maintain it, the materials we're using, climate readiness, what can we do? So we are asking them for their opinions and then producing a baseline report. The intention, of course, is to continue this so we can see the changes. We can set up, we can understand the commonalities, the challenges, the unique challenges or the unique learnings or benefits. And then, then knowledge can circulate and we can benefit. So all of that is happening, and the survey is live now. So I am encouraging, if you're an architect, you're an engineer, and you haven't got an email from us saying we need to hear from you, then you could give us a call, visit our website, email us research@btb-show.com because we want to hear your opinion.
And it's important indeed. And you're right about bringing all these thought leaders together simply so because times have shifted.
Correct.
There was a time we didn't have trouble from earthquakes. Now they're literally at our doorsteps. And so landscapes are shifting.
Yes.
There were times when we didn't have the threat from the sea as we know it now. Times are shifting. And so weather patterns have shifted, and as a consequence, we have now to really create spaces that are responding to those changes as well. And that's why all of these people are so important to this coming to the discussion. But you're right too, in terms of each destination has its own unique characteristics as well that need some close attention as well. And so we can all rub shoulders and learn one from the other, because I might be living in Barbados, you might have been living in Trinidad, and all the while you have an experience that might influence how I think and shape my responses to what's going on. And I suppose that's what the Academy is seeking to do.
Right. So we are reinforcing communities of practice that allow us to learn from each other. And the way we've handled something in the past, and it may not be an academic, it might be a traditional approach that really, really deals with the problem, and then we are now experiencing this problem, so we learn from each other. And communities of practice is something that a lot of the regional organizations and multilateral development agencies try to promote as well. So, for example, they're having conferences continuously, just like the crime conference. CDB had Infrastructure Week last year. IDB had Sustainability Week, I think, recently, a couple of weeks ago. And they're having that conversation at the policy level. What Beyond the Blueprint Show and Blueprint Academy is doing is translating that policy agenda into practical application for the people who are doing it. So we're bringing the policy to life.
What I like is that you're bringing it all together in one space.
Right.
IDB had, CDB had, and it feels like silos. If you're not paying attention, you don't know how to connect the dots.
Correct.
And you're saying you don't have to hurt your head about connecting the dots. We have everybody there, right there in the room to help you now see how it all fits together. And so this is an opportunity. It happens in October, at the end of October, and there's still room for registration.
Absolutely. So we have different audiences because of the nature of the show. Of course, the overall show is open to anybody. The tagline is curated for the curious. If you are a home builder, a renovator, you're a designer, you will find something in there. And it's really built like an experience. You're walking through this and you're seeing things and you're touching things and you're smelling things and you're just going to be in awe, right? So if you're someone who's just curious about style, lifestyle, travel, anything, you can come. And you can just visit the website. It's very easy to get your tickets online. If you're an exhibitor, time is running out. We have limited booths available. You want to be there because if you are a part of the building of the Caribbean, you want to make sure the people who are looking for inspiration and looking for projects are going to happen there. You want to be there. but for the engineers and architects, for the brains, for the orange economy, those people who are really translating a vision. You want to be a part of the Blueprint Academy as well as the survey that is going to feed that landmark State of the Built Environment Expert Perception Report. So you can contact us, that's research at btb-show.com, or just go to the website, reach out. Oh, there is an Instagram. I'm not very social media,
right.
but there's an Instagram. Look it up on Instagram, Beyond the Blueprint Show, right? Reach out to us, we'd love to hear from you. For exhibitors, we're also saying that this, if you are selling, we have an audience of 20,000, and these are people who are interested, so you need to be there.
You need to be there. You need to be there. From cooling systems to everything, you need to be there. The Caribbean is getting hotter. And it was just sharing with as you were sharing, we were watching the screen at the same time, and we were seeing some examples of what's going to be on show and in the showcase as well. And I deliberately went to cooling simply because our houses get so hot in the afternoon because it gathers sun all day long. How do we use that, harness it for something else, or how do we keep the house cool? All of those options we will get a chance to see, touch, have discussion about, and see what's in the market space now that responds to those particular concerns that we have. And so that's why showing up just as someone who's curious. You can walk through the showcase and see what's going on. Oftentimes we travel all the way over the world to have these kinds of experiences.
So we say that what we're doing is we are rewiring the supply chain in design and construction in the Caribbean. You don't have to go to China. China is going to come to us. We actually have an exhibitor, I think, from China, some from Europe and North America. So don't travel to China. China is coming to us, and you will see things that you didn't think existed in the Caribbean because you didn't know where to look. So now you know where to look, Beyond the Blueprint Show.
In Trinidad and Tobago. October 29th to the 1st of December. Not December.
Oh my goodness.
November.
Oh no.
And it's a really good time. It's a really good time to be in that space at this time in our life indeed, because as I said to you, the weather is changing, it's shifting, the Caribbean is shifting and changing. Things are accessible, but we don't know where to look. And so you can come now look one place, one space indeed in Trinidad and Tobago coming up, but you need to book your space early if you want to exhibit, or you need to come and book your flight to move into Trinidad and Tobago to be around that time to go into the Pegasus to see for yourself just what's possible, what is possible. Dream a little, be curious a lot more, and we will fill those curiosities with options and everything else. If you're into design of homes and spaces, offices and the like, and you want to see how can we trap the wind, how can we get the wind in a better way so we don't have to rely on artificial air, then this is for you. If you are a contractor of services as well and you want to see what services are available, this is for you. If you are someone who is just now putting their toe into the design space in the orange economy, you just want to create a room that's beautiful, whether it's the use of flowers or live plants or whatever, and you want to see what's possible, this is for you as well. Or if you just want to know what's the latest fridge, what's the most efficient stove to get, this is for you as well. And so it meets so many needs indeed that we all have. And so I want to encourage you to go online and book your space as soon as possible to get to know more about the upcoming exhibition Beyond the Blueprint. If you are, and I like this part about it because spaces are constructed by engineers and the like. And so if you're developing now, and you said you have some land out for purchase by people, and you want to create a community, what's the best layout of that community? What's the best way to respond? All of that will be shared, right?
Yes, so those are the conversations that will be happening at Beyond the Blueprint when we bring everyone together. So we will be having not just a masterclass series, but each masterclass will be followed by a roundtable conversation where the professionals, the experts can get together and, you know, pick each other's brains and have a little debate. What I also want to add is in that masterclass series, we will be structuring it in a way that the professionals who need ongoing professional education will be able to get it from these. We've already approached some of the professional associations to get accreditation for the series, because you're looking at some top visionaries, very qualified professionals who will be sharing their experiences and tips from, you know, the projects that they've been able to successfully complete So yeah, so ongoing professional education as well.
This is such a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, everybody. You shouldn't miss it. You really ought not to miss it, indeed. It's the Caribbean's premier built environment event. It happens 29th of October to the 1st of November at the Center of Excellence. And that's titled deliberately, Center of Excellence.
Yes.
And that's what we all in the Caribbean want to reach, excellence, indeed, in all different areas. So the built economy is what we want to look at. We want to look at the orange economy, how we dovetail together and make something really, really fantastic for everyone as well.
Yes.
So if you're dreaming, dream. October 29th to November 1st at the Center of Excellence, indeed. Come see what's possible. Come explore different facets and gadgets and everything else. Come see how, as together, people of the region, we can also be. And I leave it right there, ...
Yeah.
You determine what your B is, indeed.
I think the Caribbean has fascinated the world in sports, music, and in our carnivals. This is where we're going to fascinate the world in how we basically use the built environment and we make beautiful things out of what we have.
Yes. You said that so beautifully. We make beautiful things out of what we have. And beauty is all around us, indeed, in every sphere. Natasha, you've really whet my appetite.
Okay, well, I want to see you there.
We shall all try as much as possible to be there. But the Academy, just remind folks again how they can now engage in the survey you're doing.
Right. So the survey is launched. We've sent it to professionals. This is not a survey for everybody. This is a survey for professionals in the built environment. So we're asking people, particularly if you are a professional in the environment, we probably reached out to you. Check your junk mail because sometimes these emails go to junk. If you don't see it in your junk mail, contact us. research@btb-show.com. We want to hear from you because we want robust data, and of course, the more people we hear from. We're also looking, initially we're looking at the English-speaking Caribbean, and we're looking to get a number of professionals from each territory. We don't want it to be only Trinidad or only Barbados or Jamaica. We want to hear. So we've invited people from around the Caribbean and really hoping to hear from all of you.
Well said. I have nothing more to say on that. Well said indeed. Thank you so very much, Natasha Subero, who is the conference chair of the Blueprint Academy, but she's inviting all of us to come to beyond the Blueprint, of which beyond the Academy is a part. And come see what's possible, everybody. Come see what's possible. In Trinidad and Tobago, October the 29th to November the 1st, at the Center of Excellence at the Pegasus. And so book your ticket, book yourself, book your accommodation, and show up. Because we're creating something beautiful that matches and beyond, it goes beyond what the world thinks that we can do. So with key focus areas they're looking at today are architecture and design. They're also looking at contracting and building materials, engineering, real estate, smart homes, structure, and infrastructure, a whole host of things they're looking at. Don't miss it, Barbados. Don't miss it, indeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to add that, a lot of Bajans, we started the conversation by talking about how intermingled we are. A lot of Bajans have second homes a lot of Trinidadians, my bad, have second homes in Barbados. So if you're looking for a second home in Barbados, come to the show because Barbados is coming to us.
I love it. The way you started, if you're looking for, I kept thinking of that song, if you're looking for sweetness to put inside your basket.
Nadia Batson.
There you go. Trinidad has a whole blinking market.
Yes.
Thank you so very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Morning Barbados comes right back right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We the best music.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world. Your playlist, your station. 98.1, The One.
Good morning, Barbados.
Before the island gets going, we're already here. 2 hours every weekday. The people, the stories, and the conversations that matter to Barbados. Guests you won't hear anywhere else. Your health, your culture, your country. No rush, no shouting, just good company to start your day. Morning Barbados, weekday mornings, 6 to 8 on TV8.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Step right up, step right up, step right up, Barbados, because the Suarez Brothers Circus is in town and they are ready to entertain us in significant ways. I'm joined this morning by the General Manager, Ivan Suarez.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Can you see who's with him?
Good morning, good morning. Hey, I like song.
He's such a clown.
Hey, my name is Luigi Latino.
Luigi Latino?
Yes.
And so... welcome to Barbados.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome indeed. Ivan, I mean, we're about to start again.
Yes.
We're about to start. Is it today, tonight?
Yes, correct. This is, today is the reopening night.
Yes.
Now we are relocated, I think everybody's know, at Garrison Savannah with the amazing structure for the Suarez Brothers Circus. Today is the opening night at 7 p.m. So we come in to invite all the people from Barbados that are waiting for this amazing show. The people are very excited. We just feel that feedback from the people on the social media. Now it's easy to know,
yes,
if the people want to come or not, because with the social media, all the people are writing and send message supporting us, and also because they want to bring the family to come and enjoy this amazing show.
You keep calling it an amazing show. What can we expect under the big tent?
Well, under the big tent, you want to expect, first thing, a family moment. The circus is one of the shows that they can bring the entire family. They can have a family community on those 2 hours of the show, and they have amazing performers. We have clowns like Luigi, we have contortionists, jugglers, we have the amazing pendulum, trapeze, the Globe of Death, one of the biggest moments. So the people want to enjoy an amazing show. It's 2 hours. 2 hours of show. The people, some people are asking, why only 2 hours? Well, it's a normal time for a circus,
Yes.
So they want to enjoy. We bring a different, complete different show from 20 years ago.
And so here we are yet again, 20 years hence, and the show is on this evening from 7, Barbados, from 7 o'clock this evening. I know a number of people are going to be there from very early because everyone has a perfect spot to be in, indeed. And so with all of these activities that are going to be happening, food and drinks on sale?
Yes.
Okay, just want to be sure because we have to fill our stomachs from time to time. How many days would you be open?
Well, right now, we are in the beginning schedule that we have for Barbados. We expecting to be until the 20th of September. As we have another countries that we already
are booking with.
So we are trying to see how we can extend after the 20th of September. But at this point, we have until the 20th of September, and we will see if we can extend a couple of days.
Is it one show a day?
Monday to Friday, we have one show at 7:30 p.m. 7 p.m. Sorry. Saturday we have 2 shows, 5 and 8, and Sunday we have 3 shows, 2, 5 and 8. Something very important. This Saturday, 22nd, we don't have show because the race, the horse race, is a race day. Yes, so that one is already on schedule, so they can just cancel it, but. After that, it's going to be a normal schedule for every day, every single day.
So let's be clear. So this evening, 7 o'clock, one show.
Yes.
There's no show tomorrow.
No show tomorrow.
At all. But Sunday, you'll be open on 3 days?
Yes, 3 times, 2, 5, and 8 p.m. A lot of people already have a ticket from the initial location. So those tickets is going to be valid for any day. They can just reschedule on the box office online. Just come the day that they're planning to come, and they can just use those tickets. A lot of people keep their tickets. It's an amazing support, I have to say. The people just keep their tickets and they say, no, I just want to wait when you want to open. Obviously, you have some people that they just want, no, I travel, I can stay, or I don't know when I'm going to see the show. But let's say 80% or 90% of the people that purchase in advance
kept their ticket
and say, no, I'm going to wait because I want to bring my family.
We want to laugh. We want to have a great time with Luigi the Clown. Indeed. And so Luigi.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Not aquí? No. Pero yes. Today is the first show. First show?
Yes.
First show, 7 p.m. Very, very, very important. Friends and family tickets online. Tickets for show completamente for the toda la family.
Yes.
Completamente. For children, for grandfathers. ¿Cómo se dice? Toda la familia.
Yeah, the show, the circus is for the entire family. You know, we don't have like a target. No. The circus is for the entire family.
It's a family show.
And as Luigi said, the people can book the tickets online. We have our website, SuarezBrothersCircus.com. On Instagram and Facebook, on social media, you can find it as Suarez Brothers Circus. You can go on the website, and it's a link. They just direct it where it's going to be
We're showing you on the screen, everybody.
Yes,
so SuarezBrothersCircus.com, a tradition of wonder.
Yes.
And so when you see buy tickets,
you just click that, and
it takes you there.
They take you to buy the tickets. And also, the box office is open daily from 10 a.m.
Right.
Okay.
So today, is it open today?
Yeah. It's open today from
At
10 a.m. at Garrison. Okay. And next thing is, as everybody knows, the Garrison Savannah have the track, the racetrack all around. So the administration from the third club is gonna open 2 different points of access of entry to the circus. So it's gonna be signed so the people can just find the best place to park in outside of the Garrison Savannah.
Do not park on the racetrack.
No, the racetrack is gonna be blocked anyway. Yes. And in the back, they have a back entry.
Yes.
They want to allow the people come in at the field, entire field. Only he don't be allowed to parking in the rugby field.
Yes.
But there, the green area, they can just park and walk around the garrison and come to the main entrance at the circus. Parking is going to be a lot of parking in those area. The people know that is a big area.
We know how it goes. So we're coming. Luigi, what can we expect from you tonight?
¿Qué esperan de ti hoy?
Surprise. Very surprise. Is show different, ¿cómo se cada show?
Yeah, every show is different.
Every eso, different today, tomorrow, diferente música, diferente.
Yeah, because with the clown, they entertain with the people.
Yes.
So everything is different. It can be the same with the clown every single night.
It all depends on the people. Indeed. So don't forget, folks, 7 o'clock this evening, 7 o'clock this evening, 7 o'clock this evening, 7 this evening. The big tent is up and open and ready to begin the show. That's 7 this evening. There are no shows tomorrow, Saturday, because tomorrow, Saturday, is a race day at the Garrison. So there are no shows tomorrow. But on Sunday, the tent opens again to welcome all of you at 2, at 5, and again in the evening at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
On Sunday. And that so shall be till September the 20th.
Yes.
So Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from next week. But this week, just Friday and Sunday alone. And then every day, something's happening under the big tent for everyone indeed. What I want to, because I'm curious, so you have Luigi the Clown, you brought the trapeze artist, you said?
The contortionist. The bone breaker.
The bone breaker?
Yes.
And so those are the two.
Yes, and they want to do some fun and some juggling at the same time.
And you also want to give away some tickets.
Yes,
so
correct.
Barbados, get ready.
We have some tickets to give away, so the people maybe can just text on your social media. You will know how to give away.
So are we giving one ticket or are we giving a bunch of tickets?
The bunch of tickets maybe each person can win the 2 tickets in one time.
So we have
10.
There are 10 tickets, and should I be selfish? We want to give you an opportunity. So keep watching. We give the questions in just a moment. So we'll take a break here. When we come back, performances under the big tent or a big tent, and then we give you opportunities to win. So stay with us. We're back with the Brothers Circus in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world. Your playlist, your station. 98.1, The One.
Good morning, Barbados.
Before the island gets going, we're already here. 2 hours every weekday. The people, the stories, and the conversations that matter to Barbados. Guests you won't hear anywhere else. Your health, your culture, your country. No rush, no shouting, just good company to start your day. Morning Barbados, weekday mornings 6 to 8 on TV8.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul.
So, my God, what are you doing? What are you doing down there?
I'm bone breaker.
He's a bone breaker.
Exactly.
Break some bones. Let's see you do this. Let's see you do this. Go ahead. Break some bones.
open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So you saw for yourself what's possible when you come to the Suarez Brothers big circus that's happening at the Garrison Savannah, starting this evening at 7. The first show is this evening at 7, indeed. And so we had the clown and we had the
contortionist. Yes,
indeed.
correct.
So these are just a couple of the acts.
Yes, just a couple of the acts. We have more than 20 different acts during the show, more than 30 performers at the same time. So we just can have one time to invite all the people again to come to see the Suarez Brothers Circus at Garrison Savannah tonight, 7 p.m. And the show time is Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Saturdays, 2 shows, 5 and 8. And Sundays, we have 3 shows, 2, 5, and 8. And thank you, Barbados, for the support that we get up to now. The people are waiting for this show. We see how the people are excited to come and enjoy the Suarez Brothers Circus. And don't forget, today, we invite you, everybody, to come to see our reopening night.
Indeed. Well said, Lou. Thank you so much, Ivan. Indeed.
Thank you. And we're going to come every weekend, every week, to come and have some performers here to the show.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. So, folks, bring the children to the family event. I have in my hand an opportunity for 10 of you. 10 of you to call right now. 10 of you, I'll give each of you who calls and gets through 2 tickets each. 2 tickets each. They're 20 tickets.
20 tickets.
Right. And so we have 10 callers who are going to call. I need 10 of you. When you call, you leave your details. I have the tickets in my hand, so you have to come to CBC and get them. And so we want to wish you well. 228-5562 or 228-5563 are the numbers to call. Call now and say, I want to go to the circus. I want to go to the Suarez Brothers Circus. And we'll get the details from you and get you in today or tomorrow. Not tomorrow, or Sunday. Yeah, and then on and on and on, right through. Indeed. So good luck to all of you. Call now, 228-5562 or 228-5563. 2 tickets per person, 2 tickets per caller. 10 people. We get an opportunity to get 2 tickets this morning to come out to be a part of the circus activity. And they're here until the 20th. We have somebody on the line. Let's take the first call. Good morning. Hello.
I want to go to the Suarez Circus.
All right. Who's calling? Quickly, first name.
Deborah.
Deborah, stay on the line because we got to get some more details from you, Wendy. So congratulations, Deborah. You're going. Deborah is going.
Yes, the first winner. So she get 2 tickets to come to the Suarez Circus.
All right. Deborah's going to get 2 tickets to come to the Suarez Circus. So come see the contortionist. Come see Luigi the clown.
Luigi the clown. Then we have the Globe of Death with the bikes on it, the trapeze, jugglers, and a lot of much more of the Suarez Circus.
All right. So don't forget, folks, this evening at 7 o'clock, come, park at your convenience, make your way through, look for the entrance and exit points, and come right in. Come right in. Step right up, in other words.
Okay.
That's how it's going to work. Thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you, and thank you for the support, Barbados, and we're waiting for all the people. Today, 7 p.m., and we're going to be for a short period in Barbados.
Indeed. Until the 20th. Can we hear the other caller? Quick. All right, let's go. Hello.
Hello, good morning. I want to go to the Suarez Circus.
There you go. Who's calling? First name?
Charmaine Phillips.
Charmaine, I asked for your first name. Give me both. Charmaine Phillips. All right. Charmaine, you stay on the line. We get some other details for you. Your tickets are right here. You have to come down here and get your tickets.
No problem.
Oh, okay. We want to do all of you now. So there are 2 callers down. We have 8 more to go. 8 more callers. Let's see. 228-5562 or 228-5563. We'll stay on the air to make sure we have all of you. So 2 down. and see who else is calling. 228-5562, 228-5563. I want to go to the Suarez Brothers Circus, is what you have to say. I want to go to the Suarez Brothers Circus, and I'll give you 2 tickets. And the 2 tickets will be kept for you right here at our reception desk in the CBC with your name. And so you show up either tonight or you can come on Sunday. There are 3 shows on Sunday, 2, 5, and 8 p.m. Correct. And then Monday right through. Anyway, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
What's this catchphrase quickly?
I want to go to the circus.
Okay, I'll take that. What's your first name?
Michelle.
Michelle, stay on the line. Stay on the line. We have to get more details from you. So we have 3. There are 3. All women. Listen. Fellas, you only want to go to. There's some lovely ladies who are part of the circus, aren't there?
Yeah, of course. And I'm a great performance as well, you know. I just want to remind the parking area is important because some people, as all the garrison is closed, we're gonna have some access points so the people can come in and park outside of the garrison and just get through those access. One is just across the red house, they call it red house.
I understand.
Okay, right there.
The clock tower.
The clock tower, correct. That's one of the main entrance, and then on the main street, they're gonna have an access also so the people can just. It's an next call.
Yeah. You're good at this. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
I want to go to the circus.
There you go, you're going. What's your first name?
Mary.
Oh, Mary, you're so contrary, but thank you so much indeed. All right, your ticket will be here at the front desk. Don't forget, come and pick it up. There are 2 for you. Well done, Mary, thank you. 228-5562, 228-5563. That makes it what, 4? That's 4, I think it is.
Yeah, 4.
6 more. We gotta go. Come on, hurry up, everybody. 6 more of you to call to go to. I want to go to the circus. Is all you have to say to me, indeed, and you do so. So you explain to us the parking.
Yeah. So the next entrance is in the main street. Like all the people come in buses, they gonna have an access, and our main parking is gonna be in the garrison inside of the field. So they wanna have access in the back, so the people can come in the cars and just park and just walk around the circus to get the main entrance.
Indeed so. So that's important. 228-5562, 228-5563. Let's see. Okay, here we go. You do it.
Okay, hello?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. What is your name, please?
My name is Ricardo.
Okay, so what is the close right here?
I want to go to Suarez Brothers Circus.
There you go. Well said, Ricardo. Stay on the line, Ricardo. Stay on the. We're down to 5. We have 5 more to go. 5 more to go. 5 more to go. 5 more to go. We'll do the other 5 off here, they tell me. But 5 more of you to call quickly. But we have to wrap the show now. But so good to meet you, Ivan, and welcome to Barbados.
Thank you. And we also feel that welcome from the people. You know, we are very happy here. Let's hope the people have some fun in the circus. That's all we want, you know, that just have some few time for the people and come and enjoy together to be together and enjoy this show, you know.
Absolutely. The Suarez Brothers Circus in town at the Garrison Savannah. At the Garrison Savannah, that's where they'll set up until the 20th of September and perhaps a little bit later if we can force them to do so. But there are shows this evening at 7, Fridays at 7, Monday to Friday. And then on Saturdays, generally, not tomorrow, on Saturdays they'll have 2 shows, on Sunday 3. Indeed, so we want to encourage all of you to show up to the circus. And that's it for today. With the clown and the contortionist and Ivan and the crew, we say to all of you, have a wonderful weekend. See you at the circus.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up.
Good morning.